welcome back to another episode of Quick Unboxings here with me, Evan Comics of the Comic Book Fiend Club. Each chapter, I can't remember which episode this is, but we have a very special episode today because this is an unboxing of my first ever magazine. So essentially, there are a lot of cool magazines out there that CGC also grades that includes first appearances of popular characters and other key events. This isn't one of those books, but it is including collaborations from a lot of very famous comic book creators. And just to name a few, it includes Bernie Wrightson work, it includes Neil Adams work, Archie Goodwin, Roy Thomas, Gil Kane, Jerry Conway, a lot of very famous people. And that alone, in addition to the very interesting and tantalizing cover, made me want to get it. And so essentially, this is going to be very fun for me, and I'm expanding my collection in a lot of different ways now. But, are you ready? We're ready. Cool. This book actually includes multiple stories, and it is in a black and white format. Wow, it's packaged very nice. Green bubble wrap, you don't see that very often. See, right away you can already tell it's larger than the typical CGC. I have no idea where I'm gonna put it in my collection either, because it doesn't fit in the standard CGC boxes. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. But wow, damn, aren't I glad I got this. It is Kull and the Barbarians #2 from 1975. Look at that. Look at the artwork on this one. I'm glad it comes with some form of bag because they don't have bags that fit it, but still freaking awesome. Look at the skull in the background. Let me figure out who does this cover. I know it, but it's on the tip of my tongue. It is Alan Weiss. Alan Weiss, kick-ass job on this one. So let me just go ahead and read the label for you guys. Kull and the Barbarians #2 from January, February, March, April, May, June, July. From July of 1975. With Roy Thomas, Gil Kane, Jerry Conway stories, Neil Adams, Howard Chaykin, Alan Weiss art, including a Bernie Wrightson frontis, so like a front piece, like you open it up, not like a splash page, but there's a piece of art before the actual stories begin. That was done by Bernie Wrightson. And this is a Michael Whalen cover, actually. Okay, Michael Whalen. Not Alan Weiss, Michael Whalen.
Oh, idiot.
And there's backup stories, like I said before, of Red Sonja, Solomon Kane, and a couple other cool goodies in here. But I think we should really take a dive into this one because it's a very interesting book, and I'm really excited for you guys to learn more about it along with me. This masterfully illustrated magazine pulls you into its black and white stories right from the very beginning with this gorgeous Bernie Wrightson frontispiece of Solomon Kane. From there, we move into an editorial introduction alongside co-editor Marv Wolfman by Mr. Roy Thomas that contains information on the timeline of the multiple stories and a map of the Thurian continent where Kull resides in 18,000 BC. Then, we move into our main event with a Gary Conway written and Jess Jodelman illustrated Kull the Conqueror story entitled The Teeth of the Dragon. In it, Kull has been removed from the Topaz Throne of Valusia by Thul Sadum, and he races to the sea to escape with Gruul the Spearslayer and Redondo the Minstrel as his only companions. Canoe, the ambassador to Valusia, risks helping Kull escape by ship to the Pictish Isles. Once they are there, they find that the Picts have been turned against them by Tea Noga, a sorcerer in league with Thul Sadum. Kull is then forced to battle a serpent monster to survive, which is the subject of the awesome cover. Kull and Redondo escape, with Gruul remaining behind to fight the oppressor. This story is 26 pages long. The second story is titled The Hills of the Dead and is featuring Solomon Kane, written by Roy Thomas with Neil Adam pencils and Alan Weiss inks. Solomon Kane visits Nolonga in Africa, where he is gifted with a voodoo staff with which Kane can summon his friends should he need aid. Kane then wanders the grasslands, rescuing a woman from a lion's attack. They must rest the night before Kane can see her safely back to her village, but they are attacked by the Walking Dead. Only Nolonga's staff is effective in killing them. This story is 10 pages long. Then we move into our third story entitled Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword, written by Roy Thomas and penciled by Howard Chaykin. In it, Red Sonja finds herself in an unfamiliar land, and when she asks the locals about a castle that she sees in the distance, they run away from her in fear. She meets a character named Gunthar who tells her that the lady of the castle will provide her with a bed, and he bids her to deliver a brass container for him. Sonya reaches the castle and delivers the container to the woman, but a werewolf is there in her midst. And by the time Death has visited the castle twice, Sonya learns the ironic tale of a cursed son and the mother that he slew. It is 10 pages long. The final story is entitled Black Mark vs. the Mind Demons, with its story and art by Gil Kane with Ernie Chan inks. It takes place in the far future where the old Earth has died in a nuclear holocaust. Now the world is known as New Earth, and this is where our hero, Black Mark, has grown up. Eventually, he grows to lead a slave revolt, successfully uniting the warlords of the area under his rule. Suddenly, the mutants from the northern island stronghold of Psykeep attack. Black Mark uses old energy lances to beat back their hordes. He eventually finds a beautiful princess named Chandra to marry and plans to build a fleet to assault the Psykeep mutants. Lord Reynard, an enemy warlord, seduces Chandra away from Black Mark, kills her, and then warns the Psykeep mutants of Black Mark's impending invasion. A final battle takes place and Black Mark confronts Reynard, and an epic sword battle goes on, with Black Mark victorious and the mutants eventually destroyed. This one is 10 pages long. Throughout the mag, we also get a lot of cool looks at ads, including promotions for The Punisher, for example, a lot of really cool Monster, Kung Fu, and other Conan books, and even an early Red Sonja cosplay spotlight. I went ahead and took it out of the bag so you guys can appreciate it a little bit more with me. I really like that skull in the background, that's Thulsa Doom. So awesome. Kull, the Conqueror, or King Kull, whoever you know him from the comics, fighting that lizard monster creature thing. I'm probably gonna know more about this once I actually read it. I probably already told you a little bit about it in the synopsis. But yeah, it's just really awesome, and I love the light blue. It's a 7.5, by the way, one of the older labels. It's just freaking awesome. I can't get over how cool this is. But that does it for quick unboxings. Like I said, quick, to the point.
Why are we going so fast? We stopped though. Yeah, what?
All right, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye.